One narrow sea could crash the global economy inside the Hormuz power play. The modern world loves to believe it runs on digital network and global connectivity, but in reality, everything still depends on a few fragile physical corridor and right now one of the most dangerous flashpoints sits in the Strait of Hormuz, where rising tensions driven by Iran are exposing just how vulnerable the global economy truly is. Because nearly 20% of the world's oil and a massive share of liquefied natural gas pass through this single narrow passage every day, meaning any disruption doesn't just stay regional, it sends shockwaves across the fuel prices, inflation, and financial market worldwide. And Tehran has made its intentions clear with increasingly aggressive warnings that it could shut down the strait entirely, turning geography itself into a weapon, and this is where the game has fundamentally changed. Because control over such choke points is no longer about dominating vast oceans like in the era of Alfred Thayer-Mahan, but about the ability to deny access using relatively low cost yet highly effective tools like drones, missiles, naval mines, and fast attack boats, allowing even regional powers to exert outsized influence over global trade flows. And history has already proven how powerful this strategy can be. From the British Empire securing critical gateways like Suez Canal, Gibraltar, and Strait of Malacca to maintain a global dominance without controlling every ocean. That today, that same logic is playing out dominance without controlling every ocean, and today the same logic is playing out again on much more interconnected and high stakes stage, where the Indian Ocean has become the central artery linking Middle Eastern energy, Asian manufacturing, and African markets, making choke points like Hormuz, Bab el Mandeb, and Malacca not just important but absolutely critical to global stability, which is why the United States and its allies have spent decades maintaining naval presence and enforcing freedom of navigation to keep these routes open. Because if even one of these narrow gateways is disrupted, the ripple effect can instantly be felt across continents, from rising fuel costs to supply chain breakdowns. And what makes the current situation so alarming is that it reveals a deeper truth about globalization itself. That despite all the talk of a borderless world, the entire system still relies on a handful of tight, vulnerable passages, and when they function smoothly, nobody notices. But the moment they are threatened, as we are seeing now in the Strait of Hormuz, the illusion of stability disappears, exposing just how fragile the backbone of the global economy really is.
Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.